I'm gonna say a word and just write down the first thing that comes to mind.
It's gonna be kind of hard.
Just write down the first thing that pops to your head.
Okay.
Movies. True story.
His and her movie reviews.
Hello everyone, my name is Jean Maldonado and welcome to His and Hers Movie Reviews, where we spend money so that you don't have to.
And I'm Veronica, and today we're going to be reviewing two movies. We did a double feature last night, but in this video we're just going to be reviewing True Story. The other one we watched was Unfriended. So before we start, we're going to get into a synopsis about the movie. Okay?
Alright, the movie starred Jonah Hill and James Franco in what was not a stoner film for once.
Surprisingly.
It was a drama, and it was actually pretty well written, I would say. The movie was about a journalist and an accused killer that they meet up after the accused killer uses the journalist's identity.
Pretty interesting.
Interesting. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into our segment called 60 to 60, which will give our different reviews in 60-second segments with no spoilers at all. And it begins now.
Okay, so my review about the movie was that I like movies that are taken from true life and put onto the big screen. I like those type of movies. I really like how they got into each character's kind of backstory. You kind of feel bad for the accused killer, which is James Franco, because you try to hear both sides of the story. Also, Jonah Hill at the same time, he's going through like a personal situation with his job where he was working for the New York Times, but
30 seconds.
Okay, so then they meet up because James Franco's character, which is Longo, he follows Jonah Hill's character, so he somewhat tries to get involved with his life and try to get to know him, and to me it was interesting because it was based on true events and it really did happen. And at the end, you get to see what really happened in real life. So I enjoyed the movie. I give it a 3 out of 5 because it was a little slow, but I give it a 3 out of 5.
All right.
Now you're 60 to 60. Ready? Starting now.
I thought the movie was actually pretty enjoyable when it came to the plot. I did feel like some parts started to get somewhat annoying to me, but that was the point of the movie. I felt like for us to be frustrated with the way that James Franco's character was dealing with Jonah Hill's character. So we were meant to feel frustrated, and that's exactly what I was feeling. But overall, the plot was actually pretty interesting. I really enjoyed that we had no idea what the hell was true or not. We didn't know what was going on. So as far as like cinematography or anything like that, nothing stood out. The soundtrack, nothing really stood out, but it was enjoyable. I just don't think it was movie theater worthy. And I give this movie 3 stars just because it did have a pretty interesting plot, but it wasn't that great.
You still have 5 seconds.
I'm just gonna stall.
3, 2.
Just gonna look pretty.
And that's it. You said still look pretty. You did your review under 60 seconds. That's a record.
Under 60 seconds. Isn't that a movie?
Nice. Gone in 60
seconds. Anyway, so now we're going to just talk a little more about the movie, a little more in depth, full of spoilers. So anybody that hasn't watched this movie and is still interested in watching the movie, you can stop now.
Xavier, stop now.
No, he wanted Unfriended.
Oh, okay, so.
But still, Xavier, you can stop now. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, if you're leaving now.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so one of the things that I kind of didn't like about the movie is, like I said before, I felt like some parts I just kind of wanted to go, just come on.
Yeah, like
just,
hurry up, get to the point. Just damn point.
Get to the damn point. But it's weird because I never felt bored either.
Yeah.
I never felt bored.
The pace was really good.
The pace was good. I just wanted it to freaking get to the point. I wanted to know the truth. And I think that's what they wanted. They wanted to get us interested in the story and know what the hell was happening.
Yes. And I was like dying to know. And I liked, well, one of the things I didn't like as well, because we're talking about dislikes, is that I thought they were going to go back to do more flashbacks. I enjoy when they do flashbacks and I see what happened and why it happened. They didn't do that in this movie. And I wanted to really see, like, the why.
Yeah. And, I mean, they did do flashbacks for us to see some of the scenes that occurred. But it was just to make us feel that scene. It wasn't to explain what happened. It was just for us to get in the moment.
And I think it was because, you know, he was telling Jonah Hill a story, which is Michael Finkel. Chris Longo was telling Jonah Hill's character a story. So at the same time, we were getting that same story. So we were just seeing certain parts, so we don't even know what was true or what was made up. Because James Franco, Chris Longo was a liar.
A liar.
And
but a pretty good liar.
Yeah,
and
I believed him.
And yeah, I believed him also. And it turns out, and to me, what I got out of this whole movie was that he was an attention whore.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole concept of this movie. He wanted to be legendary. He wanted to go down in history, and that's why he wanted Michael Finkel's to tell him the story, to tell his story. And it's kind of fucked up, but that's how he thought. He wanted to be a legend among criminals, and it was weird because apparently he was kind of a normal guy.
Yeah, like the way that you know, they portrayed him, like his employers portrayed him to be, and things like that in the courthouse. And it was one of the things we also talked about too, that it was cool because it was like we were there in a real life trial. And I like that they did that for us. Jonah Hill's character was getting played the whole time,
which was messed up. But we were getting played also, so don't feel alone here. And by the way, I want to give you know, like a special little attention to their performances. I thought their performances were really good. Freaking James Franco actually made me feel sorry for him, and it's weird because I've never really felt sorry for James Franco except in 127 Hours. But he is a good actor, which doesn't come across very often because of the type of movies he does. But he is an Oscar nominee, so and
Jonah Hill too.
And Jonah Hill also. So they did do really good in this, and Jonah Hill, the way like we felt that he was frustrated with his own life and looking for an escape, because that's what he was trying to do this whole time.
Yeah.
And so I actually personally recommend that you just Redbox this or rent it or something like that. It's not really theater worthy, but it is watchable.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I gave it, like I said, I gave it 3 out of 5. 3 because it wasn't horrible, but 3 because of the rewatchability. Like I don't know. It was like the pace was a good pace, but it was just, you know, kind of get to the point. And now that I know what happened, you know, like I don't want to watch it for another while, so. So I give it a 3.
True.
So, true story.
True story. That was a good one.
I know.
Well, everyone, that's it for our review. Thank you for watching our video. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and comment. We'd like to know what you thought about the movie. Also, if you want more movie reviews in the future, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Yeah, because, you know, it's always important to know before you go, just in case it blows.